Okay, Ag Mechanics, it is December the 9th. So today we did a demonstration on a three-way switch, and we talked about the terminals and how it was important to make sure that you wire the common terminals correctly versus the traveler wires. And then we saw the results of what happened when you don't wire things correctly. And we also continued on in our notes. So yesterday, in the day before, we left off here at service entrance wires. We went all the way through switches today. So just to kind of do a quick recap of what we talked about, we did ASE, which is armored service entrance. So these are cables that have extra strength to them. So if you were running wire on the outside of a wall, you would have to have protection. You can't have bare wire. So you'd either run them through conduit or you would use armored wire. MN is Romex wire. That is most commonly used. That is what we have been using in all of our demonstrations here this week. It's also printed on every single wire. We've talked about conduit before. It can either be metal or plastic. It's basically thin pipe that protects your wire. If you're using steel, you have to cut it with a hacksaw. Electrical boxes. So we've seen different boxes before. A junction box is a box that just has a flat cover over the top of it. So if you were splicing wires together, since there is exposed wire, you would have to put them in a junction box. We've said enough about duplex receptacles, so we know they have two plugs. The 15 amp, 240 volt. So that's what we were talking about for our oven and our dryer inside your house. That really big outlet where it only can take one plug. That's a 240 volt receptacle. Porcelain. So those lights that we've been using have been plastic. Today I showed a porcelain receptacle. They look the same. The only difference is in this shop, they have a really bad tendency of sliding off the tables and shattering on the floor. So porcelain, right, looks just like what we've been using in the shop. Same thing. You have a brass terminal and a silver terminal. And we stopped here at switches today. Tomorrow we are going to finish up our notes. We're going to have a little quiz and a review. So make sure you're in class tomorrow, and I will see you then.